Da, 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 da. There you go. It's working. I just heard me.
Now you should hear me. There we go. Sorry everyone, had a slight audio issue. Looked like my default audio settings have decided to scrub themselves out. Good evening everyone. Welcome to episode 23. Thought I might say that. We've done 23 of these things, Dom.
Blimey, that is a lot. We have done very well. Well done, Thomas, and well done, everybody.
Yeah, well done, everyone, for joining in. So, there is a link for Discord, which I'm going to put in again just now. So, if you haven't joined our Discord, please feel free to jump in. That link is good for 50 joins, so I'm trying to just limit it a little bit. Thank you, everyone, for turning up, who has done. There's 9 of you in there, so it's good to see you all.
Good few people in the chat today, which is nice.
Yeah. We're going to try and break 20 people. And then we want to get more in the stream as well.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah. Well, welcome everybody.
Yes.
What is everyone working on tonight?
Not
you, Thomas. I'll ask you in a moment.
Oh,
but what's everyone in the chat working on tonight? Tom? Nah.
Very well.
Zip it.
I shall have a sip. Oh, what's Adam working on? That's what I want to know. Adam, what is Adam working on?
Hey, Joe. Good time.
I believe Peter's probably still working on his banner bearer because he loves it so much. I think he's just dragging it out on purpose. I don't think it's anything to do with the fact that the model's difficult to paint. Why is it blocking that? Oh, has this got?
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if it's been.
Comes to work on some Flesh Terror Assault Marines as well. Nice. One of my favourites.
Oh, Daryl's just putting his feet up.
Space Wolf Terminators.
For someone else as well, not even for himself.
He's such a giver, isn't he, Gavin?
I mean, I do wonder who that might be. I think
it must hurt for a 1,000 Sun player to
paint the Space
Wolves.
Although, think about it, he could put little details in while he's painting
little
runes, or like a little Tzeentch symbol here and there.
Fail runes.
Good evening, John. Good evening.
Nice.
Well, Tom, are you doing some more Necrons?
I am doing Necrons, Tom. I love my Necrons. So I'm currently clipping out an Overlord to join my Necron group. I'm loving it, to be honest. I love these models. They're so nice, so detailed. And I want to just get them all off the sprue and then start working on them from there. What about yourself? Is it Grey Knights? Oh, Templars.
Many Templars. I'm cracking with my Blade Guard now. So I've done a lot. I base whited my first 20 odd. I think it's 20 models. I think I've done here. With the shoulders and stuff. I'm doing the more complexy ones. So the Blade Guard up there. And I think I had someone pop into chat. So I'm just going to quickly check it. Make sure we've got someone in the waiting room here. Yeah, Gavner12. I will add him in.
Lovely.
And the members. So welcome to the members room.
Yes, welcome everybody. If you've already joined our
Discord.
Discordio. If not, come along and join it. There's lots of positive stuff going on there. And it's always nice to see some of your work as well, because of course some of you don't have certain social media. So try and join us where you can.
Yeah, indeed. It's always good to see everything that's going on. So, well, I better get some paint out, I suppose.
Yes, you should.
Get the old red out. Get the Mephiston red out.
Last night we recorded another battle report, didn't we?
It was fine.
Yeah.
It's all good. Can't wait to edit it.
No spoilers, obviously.
It's not a spoiler. I'm just saying I can't wait to edit it.
Tom played Space Marines. There you go.
I did.
How that probably went. And I played Chaos Demons and Chaos Knights. Yes. 2 of the most competitive armies out there.
Oh, yeah. That's how we roll.
Yeah. So, for me, it was quite an interesting combination, because it's not an army of 2 armies I've put together before, but I think quite fun. Has anyone played any games of 9th edition recently?
Yeah, maybe this week or something, or maybe they got some on the cards. see in a minute. So I think the stream delay is still not back, which is good. Looks like it's bleeding through quite nicely for a change. Now, there's always when you're painting like a red colour near a white, it's very difficult.
Oh yeah, of course. Daryl is ill.
Daryl, you need to stop getting ill.
I think it's Nurgle's blessing, actually, Daryl, because you haven't played Nurgle for a while.
Yeah, all that Blood Angel playing.
Yeah,
he's starting to get a bit upset with
Nurgle's sending you a little message. Repent. Come back. Path.
Yeah, I mean, all those Blood Angels, mate. It's just you got to be careful, especially with the Primaris ones. They taint you.
Yeah. Primaris is bad for you.
Yeah, so to introduce a bit more red into my elite Marines, just to sort of give them some accents of colour. Quite enjoying these shields. They're starting to come out quite nice. See that?
Yeah, they look very cool, mate.
Yeah.
I like them. They definitely stick out from the normal ones, don't they?
Yeah, I'm really glad I put them on, actually, instead of the normals.
The normies.
Well, you know, the normal ones are actually quite nice, but I think these ones have had a bit more Templar flavour, which is always good.
Yeah, no, very cool, mate. Very cool.
Although it does add a little bit more painting detail to the model, but...
Well, Tom, it's worth it, isn't it?
Oh, it is. It is. Yeah.
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 Really good fun, this.
Also, just for those who are interested, we've set a date for our next Apocalypse game, haven't we, Dom?
Huzzah! Yep, and a points level as well.
And a points level. So, for those who are interested, we've decided to go with a 12,000 point game. We're using 9th edition rules. We're not doing any of this fancy Apocalypse game stuff, as in the Apocalypse rules. As you know us, we tend to prefer doing normal rules for the larger games because I think they're a bit more fun. And yeah, we've decided on a 48 command point limit, which is worked out by adding 4 points per 1,000, which is roughly what the roughly what it works out as when you add it up on the small scale games, which hopefully should work out alright. We might do some stuff with reserves if it gets a bit out of control, if we want to add stuff into Strategic Reserve, obviously, because those rules have slightly changed.
Yeah, and we'll of course be doing our own custom secondaries.
Yes, definitely, 100%.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I don't think the current ones would really suit.
Not in the slightest.
A scale game like that. So yeah, no. we're going to make up a custom one. So we've done similar before, haven't we? So.
That's what we always do. To be fair, we always do our own missions, don't we? That because I don't think they really cater for that size in a kind of a points level game. So maybe in like power level, but we don't like power level really, do we? So, but yes. So that is hopefully going to be recorded on, I think it's last week of September.
Yes.
Obviously.
It's going to be good.
Yeah, we are really looking forward to it because it's been a little while in the working. Yeah, so hopefully that's something for everyone in here to look forward to. It will be definitely. Templars versus Word Bearers as usual because it's our yearly game. We've got to try and fit it in before the end of the year, otherwise we can't say it's yearly anymore.
Yeah, we've got to keep the game going, Tom. We've got to keep it going. It's our tradition.
But there will come a point when I think we're going to need to reserve like a bit more time.
Yeah, massive. Like at some point in the future, like hire a hanger out.
Yeah,
for a week. By the end of it, be like, I don't care anymore, Tom. I've been here for 5 days.
I've been here 5 days, and yeah. I'm so drunk.
I've got to use a golf buggy to get from one end of the water.
Well, if we ever get to that stage, Jesus, I think we might be single. Questions have been asked. Sort of, why? Where's all this money going? The Apocalypse game. I've got to put another 5,000 points on this year.
It's a stress.
So Vicky will come in and go, "What do you mean 5,000 more points? You've got enough."
Yeah, it gets to that point for me. I'm not probably for you as well. It's just about storage, really.
Yeah, I've got some serious storage issues at the moment. So I'm going to be adding some. That's actually my next set of purchases for the hobby is more actual model storage. So I'm going to be picking up some more KR cases, I think, just to get stuff away. I might order another because I do too. I have actually got a battle foam for my Templars normally because I get them custom done for all the models I have. Because obviously it's my biggest army. I tend to try and take care of it as where I can. But I've noticed a few models are starting to pick up some dinks and stuff and breakages.
Yeah, it's always a mission. Like normally, like we play it at yours, don't we? So I then have to transport 10,000 points of chaos in my truck to yours, bring up flights of stairs.
What flights of stairs? What are you on about? There's no stairs in my house.
Hope it works out okay. Gunton, I've got a tabletop tyrant case, and I really like it. It's cheap. The foam's good. The only issue I have is with the strap.
I still remember that time.
Yeah. So my story about this case is like just after my birthday. So my lovely wife got me the case for my birthday, and we're going up to Warhammer World to play on the stream. So we went up there after. It was in the morning, wasn't it? We went up there. We booked into the hotel and we were walking along the canal. If you don't know Warhammer World, it's very close to one of the canals there. Had my lovely army already. We did Red Scorpions, First Word Bearers, walking along. Do look, a minute case. All my models really well preserved, and the strap just went blink, and it just went bam. And it was like one turn away from going in the canal. And at that point, I was like, I'm using my old GW strap on this case. Never again. I use that rubbish strap.
I would have. It was quite funny because I did debate a little conversation after, wasn't it? It's because obviously we were like, would you have dived in to save them?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Easily.
And we were like, but would you have taken your phone out your pocket first? And I
don't know. I think. Yeah, probably I would have just chucked it out and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Canals, who knows what they're like to dive in.
I mean, there's lots of shopping trolleys in there.
Yeah, soon 40k cases.
Well, never know. Maybe we should go down there and actually dredge the canal in that area and just see.
Yeah, we'll hire a boat. We'll hire the party. Net on the back. Find some lead models at the bottom.
It's just sunk. It's like some guys. Oh, I don't want to go and get them, but
they're dredging again. Stop it.
Games Workshop, like, this is how we make our money.
Yeah.
It's been a trap for years. Oh, that'd be quite amusing. Ooh. What Necron are you making tonight, by the way, mate?
I'm currently working on the Overlord, although at some point I'll probably try and make some more of those destroyers because they're awesome. You saw them the other day when you came around, didn't you?
Yes, they are.
There you go, that little... They've got a bit of glare from the light there, but yeah, these are so cool. I really like them.
I'm looking forward to having a game against them, I must admit. I think it'd be quite a nice matchup. I'll have to get the... I mean, it'd be interesting. I think it'd be more interesting once you've got your new codex, though, I think, personally.
Yeah, and that's what I'm waiting for, really, for the new codex to come out before I actually play them. Because I just want to see how it all kind of syncs together. Of course, the rules are out at the moment for the new models, but in all honesty, I'm just going to wait. And then, as I said before, I'm going to do a series that's going to cover the rise of the Todak dynasty.
Todak dynasty. Well, like I said, looking forward to trying out against some of those new ones because I haven't played your Necrons for a fair while.
Yeah, I've just been
don't blame you.
I've just been wanting new rules, to be honest. There's nothing wrong with the current rules. Well, they're not great. And when you put them against like the Marine Codex, they're not brilliant. But then hopefully with the new stuff that's coming out, the new rules, I predict good things. Because I think so. I don't know if I mentioned this before. I'm not going to go on about it. But I think the 8th edition Marine Codex was designed for 9th edition. So I think the other codexes are going to obviously follow will be on a similar flow to that. I think they're all going to have some sort of staging thing throughout the game.
Did everyone just drop off the stream there? Just noticed everyone's gone.
I think they're okay.
Oh, bizarre. Sure. Just shows 0 viewers for me.
Yeah, well, Tom. Needs to be more interactive.
I've refreshed it. There we go. That's sorted it out. Apologies if you did lose it. Sorry, you were saying, Dom?
Yeah. So, sorry. Yeah, I think
Good.
the codexes that are going to be coming out for 9th edition that we're going to see are going to be very close to what we've seen with the Marine Codex for 8th edition. I think there's going to be that staging process throughout the game where you're going to have different levels of whatever. For instance, Chaos or Demons may have some sort of summoning kind of thing going on. Guard will have some form of escalation throughout it. Necrons are going to have some sort of awakening maybe or something. I'm not too sure. But I think there's definitely going to be that level in the game.
Also, it does look, I think there's going to be some bigger differences between elite units and basic units, which is good.
Yeah.
Much needed, I think, as well.
What does everyone think in the chat? What differences do you think we're going to see now coming into 9th edition with the new codexes that are going to pop up?
Yeah. We want on this channel.
What? You're sending me mixed signals, Tom.
Oh God, I don't like doing these shoulder pads red. It's too much white to go around. Hopefully Tower Battle Suits will be worth taking now. Were they not worth taking? Didn't realise they were that bad. I don't really play Tower though yet. I'm working on that army though, Dom.
Yeah, you should look into it.
Well, it's getting out. I think I'm going to wait for the Codex now. I think me and Vicky are still kind of painting bits of it as and when we get a chance. But we promised we started concentrating on our main armies. Oh dear.
Yeah. I'm back.
Welcome back. Well done for not falling over.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, Gavin, I think it's all going to change. We're going to see what happens. Some bases, Tom.
Well, I think the only thing that's slightly sad about the whole releasing schedule is that it's going to, obviously the codexes that come out first are going to have probably quite a big advantage over ones that haven't come out.
Yes. Yeah, that's going to be true. But the thing is, long term, they're not.
I know. It's just a shame.
They're going to be relatively dated after a while, which is what you would expect. Like, there's always going to be the codex creep, isn't there?
Of course. It'd be amazing if this preview this weekend was actually them releasing all codexes in January at the same time.
I think what's going to happen, I think Necrons are going to be initially quite good.
Yes.
I think they're going to be quite solid. I don't think they're going to be amazingly top tier, but they're going to be solid.
Maybe a bit Death Guardy.
Yeah, I think Marines will take a little bit of a nerf. But for Marine players, what will happen is you'll get your codex, and in a year or so's time, you'll get another codex, which will probably bring you back up. That's my prediction for Marines. I think you're going to be down a bit, because at the moment you're up here. You're going to go down to about here. So it's still quite high, but not where you are at the moment. And then gradually it'll go down a little bit more, and then whoosh.
Well, of course, this preview this weekend could just be them about the land speeders, Well, they've got to put them out. They've obviously, there's lots of images out there in those preview images, so we haven't seen hide nor hair of them yet. So it could just be that, for all we know.
Yeah.
Because of course we need more units.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how you can go with such a
limited codex.
Yeah, it must be hard. Don't know how you do it.
How do you cope with your such lackluster codexes, Dom? That's what I want to know.
Get used to it, mate.
I mean, you can't even lift.
No, why would you want it?
I mean, when you got a Marine codex, you can bulk up, mate. That's what I.
You can do anything you want. But no, like let's say guard, for instance. You've got like a couple of troop choices in there, haven't you? You've got an abundance of heavy.
Definitely,
super heavies as well. But then, like, troop choices are a little bit limited. But who knows? Who knows what happens in Guard in 9th edition? They might get some new stuff. Hopefully, get some new models.
Plastic Thunderhawk gunship.
Well, that's not going to happen anymore, is it? They're getting rid of old little mini marines.
Oh, I don't know now. I'm not so sure.
It's going into legend status. No, they're all going to join the Fallen anyway.
Yeah. Don't know where you're getting your information from.
Cypher.
Cypher. He just popped in for tea, did he? Says, "Oh, you all right, Dom? By the way,
if you know any mini marines, I'm forming an army at the edge of the game. Send them my way. Paint their armor black or green, whatever. I'm not that fussed. And we're going to take on the Primaris boys.
Primaris boys. Well, so all I can hope for is that it all evens out a little bit. I think that's and I hope Knights get some form of little bump. I think, judging by some of the other games that we've had recently, I think Knights need a little boost for objective-based games. I think.
Yeah, and I think that's what you're going to get when the Imperial Knight Codex comes out and the Chaos Knight Codex come out. Sorry, that you're going to see these secondary objectives that are going to be applicable for them, and hopefully they'll get more points.
Yes.
Because at the moment they struggle a little bit claiming the primaries.
This is true.
And the secondaries aren't always that, so maybe they need something to boost up their secondaries a bit. Because you're never really going to have that many models in a knight army, are you?
No, of course not. No, it just doesn't work that way, does it?
Yeah. Yeah, Peter, I really hope they have plastic Steel Legion.
I want plastic Krieg.
Yeah.
I'd have to sell my entire Guard army then. And start a Krieg army. That would probably break me, to be fair. I don't know if I could paint all that Guard again. It's all about the numbers, It's like when I painted the Orc boys. You just gradually grind you down. You're like, just another 35 to go. Let's put these brown straps on these 35 boys. Thank God they're not all the same. Or it would be too easy. Oh, he's gone. I think he's going to his cabinet. I wonder if he's getting out his latest commissioned models. He may well be. Yep. I called it.
Yes, you called it.
I did.
Yeah, look. I don't know. It's not going to pick up particularly well.
Not particularly well on there.
I'll take some photos and put them on Instagram. But I got my my Nurgly Plague Ogrins back. They're quite cool, actually. We like them. Done a great job on them.
They did look very nice, actually, I must admit. Will they be in the Apocalypse game, Dom?
I believe the Renegades and Heretics are appearing in there.
What rules are you using for them?
I'm using the current rules.
They have to be legitimate rules, I'm afraid. So
they will. Well, in that case, it'll be Guard. There you go. They'll have an increase, Tom.
It's backfired.
Yeah, that's your lesson, won't it?
Maybe that's the preview this weekend. Renegades and Heretics, mate.
Maybe it is. Look, mate, they are getting a codex. No doubt whatsoever they are getting a codex.
You sound like a bit of fear in your voice there.
A little bit of a doubt.
I think it would be a shame if they didn't. If I'm really honest, I really do. I think 40k would be lesser without them.
Yeah, it would be very bizarre. I mean, the argument would be possibly like for the gameplay wise, you've got Gene Stealer Cult. That might play that style maybe a little bit, but in my opinion, I think
they're very different, aren't they?
I think story wise, they'd fit in perfectly, and they need to have some representation on the board.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I think they're one of the core things with the Great Enemy. That's
exactly, right. The mortals that have fallen.
Yeah, well, we'll have to see. And like I said, there's lots of stuff going on this weekend apparently, so I have to tune in and watch a bit of that. I know Daryl's down this weekend having a game with Vicky.
Very good, very good.
She's getting the Crimson Fists out for that game, I believe. I don't think we're recording it though, because I think it's some unpainted stuff. So we have a little break for me, which is nice. Although we are currently one game ahead to Dom on our filming schedule, aren't we, Dom?
Huzzah!
Which is nice. It gives us a little bit of a week buffer.
Yeah, yeah. So we are we are trying to get as much content for you guys at the moment as we possibly can. Bit of enjoyment for you guys, especially at the weekends. You know, you might want to chill out and watch a nice, fun battle report, and we have that plenty.
And obviously, last week it was Blood Angels versus Night Lords. What did everyone think of that game? If you did watch it, anyone watch the Blood Angels Night Lords game I had for the last Saturday? Interested to see what people thought of the game. I know. There's someone in chat who was actually there, so I hope he answers that particular question.
Yeah, it's biased. He can't answer.
He's not allowed to. Yeah, that was just means that it did highlight I need to get some more from my Night Lords really when I can. I need to refresh that army out a lot more. Give myself a few more options than what I have, because I had to borrow my Nurgle Demon Prince. I don't even say I might bring that up. Need more narrative. Well, the Apocalypse game is definitely going to be narrative. And I actually haven't told you this, Dom, so there'll still be a new one. I am working on a little story for the Templars versus Wordbearers again.
How are you?
If you're interested in picking it up again.
Yeah.
I have been sneakily working on something. Yeah, the Raptors got messed up badly, but you know, I did charge them into Terminators, so it was an inevitable thing to happen.
Tom, you don't want to invest that much money or points ever into Raptors.
Why not? The Raptors are great. They're brilliant.
Fools do that.
They're brilliant. They're the best unit in the game. Right?
I wish they were. I wish they were, Tom.
No. That would be nice. I mean, yeah, I'd take them because they're very Night Lord specific. So, although again with the modifiers only hitting a max of -1, isn't it?
Yes.
Does that affect leadership though? Or is it only to hit modifiers? I thought I couldn't remember.
I think that is only to hit.
In that case, the leadership ones aren't affected. So it's not too bad for them. Obviously, they released a whole bunch of FAQs as well, didn't they? Recently. I remember doing. I think it was the to hit and to wound. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought that was the only two it applied to. So actually, then they're okay from that point of view.
Oh man, these are such cool sculpts. I'll put some pictures up later. I'll put them on the Discord, Tom.
Well.
So people can see they're not finished, and the model is, but the basing is way out at the moment. But just so people can see them, because they're such nice sculpts. It's such a shame that Forge World stopped doing them.
Well, it's like the same thing I said about these bloody shields, you know. I'd love to be able to do a few more Primaris up with these ones. I've only got 2 left now. I said I was going to use them for Terminators, but you know, I'm not going to go. I'm probably not going to buy any more Terminators now. I think I've got enough of my Templars. Unless I want to go into that exciting, crazy territory. But you know me and Terminators, Dom.
You love them.
I'm quite a fan of the Blade Guard now. I do like them. Not quite as many.
Yeah, I think they suit your army very well, Blade Guard.
Yes. And also now that I've got them painted up the way I'm going to do them and stuff, I think they're going to suit it perfectly actually.
I tell you what, I'd love to see some Dark Angel Blade Guard actually.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
That'd be really nice.
With a bit of luck, they'll add some rules to certain armies for those particular units as well, just for slight differences. Depending on how it suits that army. Oh, got one more I missed. Come back over it.
How's everyone's hobby going at the moment?
Yeah. Everyone's still cracking through?
Crack-a-lacka.
Crack-a-lackin', boy. Ooh. Don't be looking at the instructions, I hope you are.
What for?
Your Necrons, yeah.
Yeah, I am still. Yeah, I'm not going by. Oh yeah, I've done that one model before. I can do it again.
I'd hate to hear you sort of crying because you went, oh, I've put the wrong arm on.
Well, I've got to make the Warden guy again, and I really cocked him up last time, so I don't really want to be repeating that again.
Nearly done painting metallics. Nice. Yeah, I'm about to start on metallics next. So I've done this red. I also found the joys of this particular thing, by the way, Dom. I'd recommend getting some.
Sorry, what?
Brush cleaner. Masters brush cleaner. I bought some in. I actually managed to save about 10 of my brushes.
Oh, cool.
And some of them
good.
that were awful as well. I was actually really impressed with how much paint it took off.
That's nice.
And also, I've been using it on this particular brush after every session, and it's still got its tip and absolutely perfect fine. So, I'd definitely recommend it.
Well, that's good to know, Thomas. I'll keep that in mind.
Because, you know, us hobbyists go through several brushes.
Oh, yes, let us know tomorrow.
Well, when we're painting those, I mean, you know, I had a bit of a dry streak of painting recently, you know. Don't know if you're aware of that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Also, for the 83rd Warhost, guys, I've actually finished painting the Chaos Marines. I'm just waiting for some camera equipment to turn up, and then once that's here, I'll be recording.
What have you got for that, by the way? What camera equipment did you pick up?
I'm getting a new tripod. My last one.
Oh, is it gone?
Well, here's part of it.
Oh,
so,
that bad.
Yeah, it did not go well. It was overdue. So I've ordered a new one.
Yeah, I've got a couple hanging about now. I said I really should do a weekdays of Wargame. I haven't done one for a very long time. I feel quite bad. And I've actually painted quite a bit between the last one and this one as well, so I actually have quite a bit of content for it.
Go for it, Tom. Might inspire you to paint some more models.
I've been painting all week and over the weekend, mate. I've been getting up in the morning and doing a bit before work now. Back in the groove.
Good man.
You should see that. You've seen the updates on our WhatsApp group.
I have, yes, and on our Instagram as well.
Yeah, put a couple of them up. I'm going to hopefully post some pictures up after this particular session as well. Jack, right, I found tips-wise, once you've got the paint out the bristles, if it wasn't too bad, yes, the tip actually came back quite nicely. I had a couple of brushes which were absolutely rock solid with paint, which I'm not actually sure how it happened. I must have either forgotten about them after I finished a paint session or something. But it cleared all the paint out, and actually, as long as the tip wasn't too badly out of shape, it actually did. I mean, if you've done stuff to the bristles quite badly, I think it would struggle. But if it's just because the paint's got up to the, you know, when it gets into the end of the bristles up here, and it starts to sort of make them splay out like that, once I got rid of them, most of it actually did sort of pop back in. I was actually quite impressed. And you get quite a nice, I'll just show you you get quite a nice, it's a bit dirty now because I've been using it to wash them, but you get quite a lot in there. It's quite a big tub actually for a tenner.
And where did you buy that from, Tom?
That was on Amazon actually.
Nice.
Yeah. I saved a shade brush which was absolutely caked in. I must have put it in something other than shade. That's all I can think. I know. I was. It's disgusting behaviour. I'm sorry. I was using a brush for something it wasn't designed for. I've never done that before. Like, you know, when it is called the Masters Brush Cleaner and Preserver. It did take a little while to get here from the US, but the shipping was reasonable on it because it was only cost me a tenner in total, I think, for the pot and the shipping, if I recall correctly. But yeah, the Masters Brush Cleaner and Preserver. Because I realised I hadn't really been taking that much care of my brushes, so.
Yeah, it's one of those things you got to learn the hard way, isn't it?
Oh,
really,
yeah.
Brush maintenance. I mean, my brushes, they do. I think honestly, sometimes with paintbrushes, it's luck of the draw.
Oh, I agree with that as well.
You'll buy a paintbrush and it will last. For instance, you know, like some of these I've had for ages, and other times first outing you give it and it will die.
Yeah, I mean, I've got this one here, which is an Artificer XL, extra small. This has lasted a very long time, and I've just restored it with the cleaner, and it's now got the point back pretty much how it was, which is really nice. Oh, hello.
Peter, how are you going to arm your Chaos Lord? And what's his purpose in your army?
I do enjoy running my Night Lord one with Mark of Corn and 2 Lightning Claws and the Claws of the Black Hunt. And I give him, I think it's Murderous reputation from the Warlord trait as well.
Yeah, I mean it all depends on your
Legion, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Like if you go World Eaters, for instance, you've got to go Mark 1, haven't you, really? But
I took obviously my Nightlord one with Murder's Reputation. So when you roll 6s to wound, it does a mortal wound on top of the normal wound, which is quite nice with Lightning Claws because you get to re-roll it. So that's quite a nice one.
Sorry, Peter, what legion are you doing? What band?
Sons of Dawn, wasn't it?
Shade cast them right here. I apologise, Peter, for Thomas. It's very rude. Yeah, sorry, Peter. What legion are you doing? Because I mean, big axe and power armor, Mark of Corn is pretty much standard.
You're so
I think
biased towards
sometimes
Corn.
it just like if you got Terminator armor, I think sometimes even Mark and Nurgle might be quite useful. And also depending on whatever legion you go with. But big axe, pretty much Corn is pretty good.
Yeah, I mean,
Fight twice is always nice. Like I say, Talisman of Blood, it's a very nice little cheeky.
yeah, I think fighting twice is quite a powerful ability actually, as long as you can survive, of course. Oh, hello. Sorry for the delay on some of your.
Yeah, sometimes the comments get tagged.
I'm assuming it's because of the word arse, but.
I mean, both undivided, but I think the thing with a Chaos Lord with a big axe is pretty cool. Although I wouldn't expect him to last very long. He's just in power armor running around. He's going to get zapped quite quickly. But yeah, Mark of Corn's quite cool, mate. You can, if you go Word Bearer, I'll look up Iron Warriors in a minute. But if you go Word Bearer, you can go Exalted Possessed. So you get +1 movement, +1 strength, +1 attack. You became possessed as well, so then you can use some stratagems there. So that'd be quite cool for your Chaos Lord if you wanted to. Let's look at some Iron Warrior ones actually.
He's going for the book.
1 moment. I'm going to help Peter out here. See what we can do for Iron Warriors. Oh, Templars.
He's going to the doctors. Chaos Doctor with Dom Richards. Wait for the wisdom to come out of his mouth.
Iron Warriors, funny enough, have got a relic or an artifact, called Axe of the Forge Master. So you can replace a power axe or a demon axe, whatever you want to do with that. So it's +3 strength,
That's pretty good.
-3 AP, 2 damage. When resolving an attack made with this weapon against a vehicle unit, an unmodified roll of a 5-up inflicts D3 mortal wounds on the target, additional damage. Which is actually, if you think about it, if you do want to go tank hunting, for instance, although you're obviously going to be strength 7, if you go up against a Land Raider, let's say a Land Raider or a Knight, if you want to be really brave, you're going to need 5s anyway. So you could do that. And does it say a roll? Oh no, sorry, a hit roll of a 5+. Right, okay. Yeah. So
hitting's a bit easier, isn't it? So.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Warlord traits. That's a standard one.
Diabolic strength, yeah, that's a fair point. You could buff it.
Yeah, very good.
I tend to take that on my demon princes sometimes. It's always a good laugh.
Nothing really there. Iron Warrior. That's about stratagems here.
Don't really know much about Iron Warriors, to be fair.
The Iron Warrior Warlord traits are all quite buffy, as in they will kind of help the units around them. You don't necessarily make a Lord uber good. There is a couple there, but not quite as many as you'd hope.
Yeah, not really about personal kind of achievement, are they? The Iron Warriors. It's more of a working together as a heretic team. Heresy, Dom. I know you like a bit of heresy. I've seen your armies. Not really about personality, no. That's it, yeah. That's probably a better way of putting it.
Yeah, there's not much there to like. Yeah, so Pete, I would probably stick with the word bearer part of your. It doesn't really. The Iron Warrior stratagems, warlord traits don't really go along the lines for a Chaos Lord of an Axe, especially making Mark a Corner. So you got that cool relic, but most of it, I don't know. Maybe there's some Iron Warrior players out there might disagree with me, but I don't think it would be particularly good for you to go down that route, unfortunately. So let's go with word bearers.
Oh dear.
So straight away, like I said, you can use exalted, possessed. Where is it? Where is the trait? I'll read it out to you. Exalted possession. So your warlord gains a possessed and demon keyword. Very important, especially if you have a little contingent of Khorne demons with you as well. You get a herald with this with your demon detachment. You get to reroll for Khorne demons nearby, so your warlord will get a reroll charging in. So you add 1 strength, attack, and movement to the model.
Always
if you want a cutty up guide, that is pretty good. Because you just pile on the stats. And then you've got a stratagem called Revered Host. So it goes, use this stratagem in the fight phase. When a word bearer possessed or greater possessed unit from your army is chosen to fight, till the end of phase, add 1 to damage characteristics of weapons. So that's pretty cool, especially if you're going against Primaris, because straight away you're going to be doing 2 damage. If you
do you know what you're on about?
Stuff.
With Primaris stuff, I haven't got any.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, don't worry about it.
I'm not paying anything right now.
Also, you like relic-wise, if you're making survive a little bit better as well, you can go with Crown of the Blasphemer, which I tend to use, which increases his invulnerable save.
That's quite
and
nice.
Affects, so he then becomes a 3-up invulnerable save rather than a 4-up.
I think that's quite a solid one as well, yeah.
Yeah. And like you got the Ashen Axe as well. I haven't used the Ashen Axe, but it prevents models from falling back. So you can kind of just charge them into a squad and they can't fall back. They're stuck in combat with an angry Khorne Lord with an axe.
That's good. Yeah, I like stuff that prevents falling back. I think that's a good.
Yeah, and I think especially now with like, for instance, you've got a lot of stuff there that can do it. So yeah, there you go. I hope that helped. I'm obviously a bit pro word bearers, but Iron Warriors. Iron Warriors still have some quite cool stuff. I just don't think a Khorne Lord with an axe would necessarily.
I always see Iron Warriors more as a ranged thing, I think.
Yeah, kind of sitting back. The Chaos Lord would take the role of a chapter master or a poor man's chapter master, where he'd just sit back and offer rerolls, I think. Well, Mister. Look.
That was good. I like that.
Look, Mr. Fancy Pants.
He's looking for words. He's got nothing.
What do you think's in there? I'll tell you what. Something's going to be appearing on the 83rd soon. And, a Great Possessed at the moment are my favourite unit for the Chaos Spaceman Codex. I love them.
They are quite nasty, actually.
Yeah, definitely. I played my mate Matt's Ultramarines, and there's a stratagem you can play for word bearers, which I believe is I had the book. I'll look at it again. It's reroll hits and wins. So playing that, and on top of that, using the Revered Hosts stratagem, you just it's nasty the amount of damage you can hand out.
Yeah, some damage for you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, reroll hits and wounds against ultramarines in combat. When Korax finally catches up with Lorga, I think what will happen is that Korax obviously has spent so much time in the warp, he will intimidate and go, "Brother, show me the way of the chaos gods." And we'll go, "Yes, Korax. We just kneel down, lower, lower, and pray."
Praise the Lorgar, right?
Yeah, exactly.
No.
That's what's going to happen.
Stab him. Kill him. Can't trust Lorgar.
You've got no proof of that.
He calls everything.
That
everything. Well, I think more Erebus maybe. We'll go with Erebus. He was the more I think more of a kind of an issue.
Yes, definitely.
Obviously, I'm listening to Saturnine at the moment still. Really enjoying it actually.
Good.
I've almost finished the first section of the book.
Good.
I won't go into spoilers, obviously, but anyone who hasn't listened to Saturnine yet, Dan Abnett's book, I would highly recommend it. And I'm only halfway through it, and it's a bloody awesome book.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's it. Finishing it, awesome. All the way through, awesome. I'm currently listening to the Space Marine Conquest Apocalypse audiobook.
Getting ready.
Yeah, loving my Apocalypse. And we're bearers of the bad guys in there.
What do you mean in there? The bad guy? I mean, they're the bad guys all the time.
They are the bad guys.
What's wrong with you?
They're honestly the baddest of the bad guys. But it's really cool, actually, just having a bit more of an insight into the word bearers, and because they get a little bit neglected when it comes to the lore. But it's nice to see that the lore is continuing.
I would say they're more just expunged from all records, and no one knows anything about them because they're that evil. That's what's happening.
There's no two ways about it.
Record redacted. Who's these guys? Don't know. Just deny.
In the book, it's going on about the Dark Council for the word bearers. So, in case you didn't know, Tom, at some point, about a bit more. But the word bearers currently, obviously, Lorgar is deep in meditation at the moment. It's very long meditation.
He's thinking about what he's done.
So the Dark Council, which is essentially run by a lot of Dark Apostles or high-ranking Dark Apostles, runs the Legion, and it's kind of split in two a little bit by Erebus and Cor Farron, and they're both kind of interpret Lorgar's work in slightly different ways. It's a little bit of conflict from time to time within the Legion.
Is Erebus the more gittish one?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't shock me. I mean, that guy's got some serious issues.
Yeah, he's a little bit of a dick.
Only a little bit.
Yeah. No one likes him. Although I've got a feeling if Games Workshop ever were to reduce Chaos Character word bearers, it would be.
Oh Christ, that would be. I'd buy him just so I could put him on a base.
Yeah, I think he would be on a lot of people's bases.
With a sword through his heart.
Right,
if he had one.
Oh.
Yeah. Do we know how many more books left in the Solar War series, whatever it is? Did they actually say yet?
I don't know. I don't know which one. They've done a couple of small
side stories or something.
Yeah, novellas, haven't they?
Just curious how much more's left to go, actually. Because obviously it can't be going much longer. I mean, I know games do like to drag their works out sometimes.
Has anyone read the Siege of Terror? What's your favourite one so far that's come out?
Yeah.
My personal one would still be the first one, Tom, to be honest.
First is definitely still my favourite, but the Saturnine is very close to tipping it over the edge. Mainly because it's just got such cool content in it. Lots of good points of view this time round. I'll tell you what my worst Horus Heresy book was. One that I didn't finish, actually.
Oh, really?
It's the Buried Dagger.
Oh, I think you...
I remember telling you, it just turned into an absolute... Oh, God. I mean, I don't want to put anyone off, reading it, but for me it was. I mean, I'm obviously I was reading it to try and get a bit more sense about the Death Guard, because obviously it was supposed to be about a Death Guard kind of origin-y story kind of thing, and oh god, the flashback and jumping around. I actually refunded the audiobook.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty good idea.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's quite a good bit.
He has some serious anger issues in these books.
Yeah, so I want to talk about this, Tom, but obviously other people haven't.
Yeah, I know.
We'll talk about it on WhatsApp.
We'll talk about WhatsApp, yeah.
Because I don't want to spoil it for you, because it's really there's some really good bits in there, isn't there? That you kind of like, wow.
Especially in Saturnine, there's been a couple of very good highlights of certain individuals. Very, very cool.
And of course, I don't want to ruin it for you as well, though.
No, of course, yeah, no, it's fine. I'm nowhere near the end of it yet. No, that's fine, mate.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the party. We are currently hobbying away.
Yes.
Tom, are you still working on your
Yeah, I'm still doing the Blade Guards at the moment.
Cool.
I haven't read it, no, myself, but Don might have.
No. I've been tempted with the Angron one, but I haven't got around to it. I've read the Lorgar one, and I've been tempted with the Angron one, and the Corax one as well. But the Corax, I think, would be very much like the Deliverance book, so that covers a lot in there as well. Cool, I might give it a go then. I'll go by your recommendation.
So there we go, Don. They're coming along. I can't get a focus on it.
Yeah, no, they're all on webcams, aren't they?
No, give up. Just finishing off the red shoulder trim. Cool. And then I'm going to start working on some silver. Well, some iron breaker. Not iron breaker, lead belcher, pardon me.
I am going to work on some destroyers now.
You're not painting?
No, I'm not painting at the moment. I've done a bit of basing on those. I need to get some silver spray at some point. Because my I don't know if anyone else ever has this. They probably do. These pots are annoying. But my lead belcher keeps popping open.
Mine's been all right.
And in this weather, it's probably not a good idea it gets popped open.
Have you cleaned out the back of the?
Yeah. I've got it out. I've been living life on the edge with my knife, just like that. Yeah, that's quite cool. I said I quite like the Warhounds, 410 World Eaters. It's quite interesting because obviously you learn a lot from the other Horus Heresy books, how the World Eaters were, how they ended up the way they are.
I mean, they were quite borderline when they were loyalists. To be fair, I mean, yeah, if you were to pick someone and go, oh, they're going to turn out bad, I think we all know that they would be top of the list.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Them and the Night Lords, I think.
Oh yeah.
I think Night Lords definitely have some other. Yeah, they had plenty of issues before. Well, obviously, I think obviously with Kurz, I think obviously everyone knows his story eventually. Where he sort of turns up and sort of there's hints of regret, isn't there, about what he did, to a certain degree. But he was a bit of an evil chap back then.
He was indeed, Thomas. He was indeed. He was. You always kind of think like, oh, if they were doing a parade through Terror, and you're like, oh, Night Lords, yeah.
Yeah. Can you change what you're wearing, guys? Just the popular.
Why are you wearing flesh?
Is that your face? Was it one you've borrowed? Oh, hello. There we go. I can hear myself in the living room, so obviously Vicky's watching. So if you are watching this, Vicky, I hope you're enjoying painting along with us this evening. You know, feel free to drop us a chat if you're listening. That's a test.
There you go. So obviously we know that GW are doing another preview coming up because they like our money and they keep taking it away from us. What's everyone expecting at this preview? Has anyone got any predictions or any hopes, wishes, and dreams that will be quashed?
I mean, I'm going to call it out. I think it's going to be more Marines. I'm sorry. I mean, it's obviously not just... They announced it's going to be all the game systems by the looks of it, so it's not just...
Yeah, it looks like a lot of games, doesn't it? Getting a bit of love.
But yeah, I suspect there might be some more Marine stuff in there, I'm afraid. I still think they're going to try and announce any new units that they had in the pipeline for them. Yeah, but you might find some more Necrons.
Maybe there will be more Necrons that are coming out.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you saw the new land speeder for Marines, possibly. It's the only thing we haven't seen yet, and I suspect they'd want to put it in the new codex. So.
Yes, you would have thought so.
Although, it'd be weird if they didn't. I think.
They've done it before.
I know.
And a couple of weeks later, they're like, here's a new model. It's like, what?
I just bought a codex.
Why have you just released another model that's not in the book?
Because you can buy this book, which has additional rules.
No more models. Stop it.
Stop doing models, Games Workshop. Let us paint what we have first, and then we'll buy some more, we promise.
Oh, has anyone in the chat been watching or has watched Cursed on Netflix?
Ooh.
Just out of curiosity.
I haven't watched that myself. I'll tell you what I was watching just before I came on here, though.
What were you watching?
The Wedding Singer.
Classic. Any reason?
No, it just happened to come up on my feed on Amazon Prime, and I thought, I haven't watched that for a while, so I started watching it, and I was like, this is quite funny still.
That's good.
It's just funny still, you know.
Cursed is a series on Netflix, medieval, kind of before King Arthur.
I think I've seen the trailer for that. Yeah.
Yeah, about a woman who's kind of like
picks the sword up and goes a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon originally it's going to end up being the woman, Lady in the Lake.
Oh yeah, that kind of makes sense, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's where it's going. I'm just asking because there's some red paladins in there, and really? They're quite zealous, and I was like, yeah, standard, and they're pretty evil, and I was like, yeah, wordbearers. The thing is, like, I think there's a very fine line between Templars and wordbearers, Tom.
Now look.
No, in a good way for Black Templars.
Templars are zealous with faith for the Emperor. So, you have no faith.
Hello, the dog.
You're just Logar's lapdogs.
All right. Let me know how Dawn is. Oh, he's dead.
That's the preview of the weekend. Dawn's coming back. That's what it's going to be.
Oh no.
Hello, Underdog. You all right? Yes, no, Dawn's coming back. He's going to have one hand, but he's coming back. And he's going to, crusade with the Black Templars. He's going to go, do you know what, Imperial Fist, you've been doing this wrong. Templars, you've got it right. I'm putting my black and white armor on, and I'm coming crusading with Helbrecht. It's going to link arms, and then it's going to sort of go crusading across the galaxy together. No? You don't see this happening. Okay. I can dream.
Yeah.
My zeal is too strong to join the word bearers. So my favourite matchup is word bearers versus Black Templars, so I can't stop playing them. So
Yeah, and like the thing is, you know, jokes aside, they're quite close, and it's weird that we both started both armies. Oh, what are you going to paint next? Space Wolves, Black Legion, Death Guard.
Death Guard. Get the green out, yeah, or whatever different colour you want for the Death Guard.
Well, last time we saw Gavin in chat was currently painting Space Wolves. What are you painting these for yourself, Underdog, or are you doing it for someone else? And what have you painted beforehand? Maybe you need to change. But if you've just been painting like Death Watch, maybe Black Legion isn't for you.
I must admit, it's just doing 10 plus against quite a nice break.
Been painting Necrons. Oh wow. Okay. I would say, yeah, maybe Death Guard.
Death Guard are good.
Yeah.
They've got some good variations. There's some of their good model on their models, and it's quite a different paint scheme. It was quite nice for me to do it because it broke me out of a kind of a comfort zone of kind of just being able to paint clean lines everywhere, like on Space Marine models and stuff. I mean, even my Night Lords, to a certain extent, they're not really that deformed in many ways. That's kind of how I'm doing them. They've kept most of their legionary.
I think the Plague Marine models are so nice. I mean, obviously I've done the Plague Marines, you've done the Terminators. And I've, from the Plague Marine point of view, I love them. And the Terminators, they look equally as cool as the standard Plague Marines. The models are just so nice.
Now I'm going to be adding 3 squads of Plague Marines to my army. I've decided that's going to be how I'm going to flesh it out to 2,000 points.
Cool.
So I'm going to have the core of the Death Guard elites being the Blight Lord Terminators, and then I'm going to have 3 squads of 7 Plague Bearer Marines, I say. So, because I'm hoping they get an extra wound as well, so they will actually become quite tough to shift off objectives. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
I think that's the way they're going to go, isn't it? It'd be silly that they wouldn't get that.
Maybe they get toughness 6 as well.
I'm not trying to get toughness 6. They'll definitely get the extra wound, I think. So.
And a 4-up disgusting resilient. Fine.
Now, me getting carried away here.
What? I don't understand.
Carried away.
I'm just making perfectly amicable requests.
I think what you should do, Tom, is if Death Guard get boosts in any way, like they get +1 wound, or no, +1 toughness, they just lower their movement by 1 again.
The Blight Lords barely move anyway. You have to advance them.
Okay. Yeah. They just keep reducing the movement stat. They're like, no, I don't mind. You can have +1.
Toughness 8, but you move 2 inches now.
Yeah.
I still find it weird because I think they really should make that affect advanced rolls as well. I think
it's weird.
It's strange because obviously you can, even if you, I mean, obviously they only move 4 inches anyway because they're cataphracti.
Yeah. But
then if you roll a 6, you've got a 10-inch move technically. So, well, Underdog.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll go along. Let me have a look. I love joining painting groups. Makes me feel really.
I will do that now.
Makes me feel really envious of other people.
Let's find
there you go. I'll be hang out. Let's go.
There you go. I'm in. I'll join obviously with myself rather than Black Toad.
Yeah.
That's Tom Wright, by the way. Okay, if you do see it pop up. So and Dom Richards, I believe. So I think that's his name. I've known him in a while.
You'll be able to tell from the picture.
Not on my one. I think my one's still an airsoft picture.
Yeah. So I think in general, like I think we've said about before, and like sort of going on another tangent about looking at other people's painted models, like you kind of get a bit envious of like, how did you do that? What did you do that? Like, I mean, that looks awesome, but how can I ever achieve that?
Also, I've just posted our Discord link again.
You should join our Discord. Let's cross-pollinate.
Cross-pollinate. Also, I've just realised I haven't liked your page either, so I've just done that as well. Have a quick look on. Ooh, yes, I heard a blip. That's a positive sign.
He's joined us.
I shall go and investigate. There we go. Let's have you in. You are now a member of the the studio. Yeah. Welcome,
Nice.
welcome.
Welcome to the party, pal. 9 F10 F11. Oh, sticky.
Where's this gone here? I'll just, there you go.
I think just Death Guard in general was some nice models, and they're a joy to paint, whatever scheme you're going with. Because obviously you went with Gloomlords.
Oh, okay. Blight Lords do halve the advance roll, so I was cheating.
Mr. Blue, you get used to that after a while.
Yeah, because I sound so like, I'll do that on purpose. How do you like that?
He's a meta player.
Meta player, yeah, cool.
I can't give meta players a bad name.
Yeah, I think the issue I have is when you play about 4 billion armies and you don't read the codexes fully each time before a game, you kind of make mess ups. So I'm getting better. I must admit, I've definitely got the Templars back down again. Admittedly, just before they release another new codex, but hey.
You can't win, Tom. You
no,
can't
I know
win.
you can't keep up. It's I think the fact is, if I played one army, and just one army solely, I probably wouldn't have too much trouble like back in the day. But it is quite difficult to when you because especially as we do videos on a weekly basis and we try and mix up what we're playing. I must admit, since we've been doing the once a week thing, I've been picking up more and more.
Yeah.
As we've been playing a lot better and quicker, especially the actual main rules. I think I've got them down fairly well.
Yeah.
Now.
So last week we had a game off camera, didn't we? We had Black Templars versus Word Bearers, and this week we had a game Chaos Demons and Knights versus Black Templars. So you've had 2 games consecutively of
yes.
Templars. And it's quite hard. Like this is it's not really that much of a moan, but if we're constantly producing content, but it's no dig. Comment. This is a just comment, and it's an interesting topic to talk about.
Yes.
That we're constantly having to. We're doing content. Most of our games. 90% of our games, you could say, are on camera. And like we say for you guys and for us, for ourselves, we try and mix it up a little bit. We don't like, if we did Word Bearers versus Black Templars every single time, although
get rather bored.
Yeah, although our fan base would be pure Word Bearers and Black Templars. And it's not particularly that interesting if we keep doing the same thing. So I love playing my guard. When I get a chance, my Necrons, as you can see, I'm like a crazy person at the moment. And that game yesterday we played when I did Khorne Demons and Knights. I'd never done that combination before, so for me it was quite nice to give it a go. Throughout the day, I was thinking of little tactics I could do the army, try and make them work, because I think we've discussed before they're not the most strong codexes currently.
No.
Especially rolling into
That's fair enough.
Yeah. So yeah, it's one of those things. If we had all the time in the world, we could happily just focus. And maybe if we did, Tom, maybe if we just focused on one codex, we could be really good at that one codex.
Well, yeah. I mean, I remember back when codex races were very few and far between. Sorry, I should say. I think I picked up the rules a lot more firmly. Because obviously, and also back then I used to only play Black Templars really for a long time before I picked up other armies, and I think that's one of the key things is to keep. Plus, I think playing more regularly is a really important thing. I mean, we're only really averaging a game a week, aren't we, at the moment?
Yeah, sometimes 2, but on average, yeah, pretty much 1. And I think especially for Space Marine players in general, it's quite hard because you're getting supplement, and obviously it changes slightly. Like if you, for instance, if I played Necrons, I would have my codex come out, and then I wouldn't have necessarily anything else. Which, like I said, sometimes it's a bit of a drag. You're not getting constant stuff, but at the same time, you get to master what you've got. You get to know that codex in and out, not have half a dozen little supplements everywhere to try and read through and work out what's the best.
That's normally my chief issue. Is I think my chief kind of fooling point is that I'll be playing it around. I'll go, and then someone will go, but you've got this rule in this book. I'm like, oh, what? Of course I do, and I actually remember it as well because I remember probably reading it at some point because I tried to take the codexes to bed with me, Dom.
Yeah, well, they get a reinforced bed, mate. That codex is going to be big.
But yeah, like I said, I think actually if we can keep the current game rate up, I think it will improve actually because I feel like I'm getting enough game time in now, and I've been playing also with Vicky a game at the weekends as well at the moment because she's been enjoying her Crimson Fists and also her World Eater army she's been trying out.
The Eightfold Path.
Yeah, it was quite funny. She came in and asked me why it was 8. I was explaining to her about the how each god has a number that is favoured, which is quite an interesting topic as well. So yeah, she didn't know about that, which was quite cool. So she was like, "Oh, I said, yeah, 8," and then she just went. She just replied me with cornflakes. I thought that was okay.
Yeah, all the sort of gods got their own. It's quite nice if you can make an army around that number.
8 is the magic number. If you're corn. Yeah. Bloody Cornate legions. I remember when I tried a corn army once. That was quite a long time ago.
Back in the day.
I don't know why I didn't really get on with that. Actually, it's weird.
Maybe it's too bad for you, Tom.
No, I think it was actually. I think they were quite tough to play back then. Actually, that was when you could consolidate between units in combat, like properly. When you could literally just sort of move straight after. God, I remember those days. Oh, that was weird. It's weird to think you used to play that way. Actually, think about all the rules iterations between now and then.
Yeah, it's changed a lot, mate. It has changed a lot.
I'm afraid we're going to have to call it in a bit, my friend. I think.
Yeah. No,
just so you're
okay.
aware.
Slowly melting in the man cave.
Was it warm up there today?
Yeah, and after saying you came up yesterday and we were recording a game and we had the door open and we were bombarded by moths and flies.
Actually, there was that. I had to stop filming, didn't I, that one time because it literally flew into me and the camera.
Straight into your face. It was brilliant.
So, well, me and Dom have got a history of moths, so we can kind of understand.
PTSD of moths.
Yeah, I remember I stayed over at Dom's when we were a bit younger when we used to play computer games and stuff, and we were sort of playing a long game. I think it might have been Galactic Civilizations 1 or something like that.
Oh man!
Do you remember that? Yeah.
That was such a good game.
And I think we just sort of.
Yes, actually, if anyone's ever played that before, let us know. I love that game.
Because I think the only annoying thing about it is we were actually really enjoying it as well, and I remember it crashing out on the network all the time eventually because it just stopped working. We couldn't work out why, but it was. I remember we were sitting there, we just saw the shadow cast across the whole room. We were like, "What the hell is that?" And there was a moth.
Bleeding Mothra attacked.
A size of a house flew in Dom's windows. It was incredible, and yeah, we tried to. I remember we actually hit it with I think a rolled up newspaper. Which is a bit harsh, really. However,
and then picked up the paper and hit us with it.
Yes, it actually got back up, and we were like, this thing's a little bit seasoned for us, so we left the room, I think. And he played Galactic Civilizations while we were out the room.
Yeah. Some of that story's made up. Some of it isn't.
We'll let you decide which bits.
Yeah.
We don't want to give it away.
Yeah, if you ever find Mothra 84 playing
Mothra 84. Oh dear. God, those
all this stuff heading towards the sun constantly.
Oh man. That was a long time ago, man.
Yeah.
Back in the college days. When you were working on your wood.
Any topics anyone wants to talk about before we have to depart on this?
We've got about 10-15 minutes, I think. So
anything you want to chit chat about? Any hot scoops?
Hot scoops. I don't know if we're the cutting edge of hot scoops. To be fair, Dom.
We'll be next chapter Fabric person.
Next chapter Fabric. So I don't think I could release content at the speed he does. To be fair.
No, that is That is very impressive content. These things, isn't it? It's like almost like there's a leak. 2 minutes later, video. What?
How did you do this? The leak can't have been up online. Maybe he creates the leaks and it's his cover.
Maybe.
There you go. That's it. Oh, I've got the silver out now, Dom. That's it. Going for the lead belcher back of the legs. Get all the little bits in between. This is it. I have to post up a. I think I will post a picture up in a second actually while we're still streaming.
Do.
Of what I have achieved.
It's another little destroyer made. Got to base him up at some point.
Nice.
Big axe. I think that'd be so cool.
I think everyone's beavering away painting. I think, Dom.
Yeah.
Just listening us to drone on about moths and traitor marines.
Yeah, guys, if you've enjoyed this video tonight, this stream, it's always been nice to hear from you. Just give us a little thumbs up down below. That always helps. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not going to keep going on about it, but if someone wants to put a review on Facebook,
have we actually had one yet?
No.
You're obsessed with this review on Facebook. I don't know if there's any point.
I'm gonna make my own reviews up. I'll do my fake profiles.
Is Vicky's one not good enough?
Oh no, it's brilliant.
We did find out a lot of people here aren't on Facebook, actually, didn't we? So
yeah, that's fair enough. You know,
it's not everyone's cup of tea, and I don't necessarily disagree either. I mean, actually, I'm very rarely on Facebook from a day-to-day point of view nowadays. I tend to use put up a link, and I'll do one for you now. There you go.
Yeah, I think nice. Right.
Do you want to do that?
Actually, are you part of our Discord group? I think you are. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll pop one up in Discord a little bit later, and I'll tell you what to put as well. That'd be great.
Tell you what to put. These guys are great. I can't imagine my time without them. So
please
much.
Put this.
Please type this : colon. Oh dear. Well, also I must also say thank you to anyone who did place some orders the other week. Hey Stuka, welcome.
Hey Stuka.
Sadly, you are joining towards the end of the stream. I do apologise, but it is good that we can catch you for a few minutes, my friend.
Welcome. So also, I think Stuka hasn't joined. Yeah, cool. The Discord link is at the top there. So if you haven't joined our Discord
I'll
already...
paste it in again quickly. I'll paste it in just so it's down there. So if anyone does want to join our Discord, so join in fun, it's just in there again.
We are a very friendly group, as you can imagine, and we will look after you.
And for anyone who's not friendly, or rude, or too rude, I mean, obviously there's got to be a little bit of fun. Otherwise, it's a bit boring. I do have the ban hammer ready, so. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we're very welcoming, but there is always a limit. Oh, hello. There's probably someone joining, I think, no? Already. Oh no, maybe not. No, someone's posted some stuff in chat. Ooh, Underdogs posted some Necrons.
Nice.
Which I missed a minute ago. Actually, it was actually almost 10 minutes ago. Sorry, mate. Oh, they're looking good. I'm liking the blue on there. Ah, and Cats and Jack also did post a thing about the White Dwarf with Zeech on the front. I didn't see that until just a minute ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
And Stika has come to join us in Discord. Welcome. I'll just add you as a member now. There you go. You should have access to all the rooms, my friend.
There we go. Welcome to the party. Yeah, so Zinch, that'd be quite good. I think they've actually, to be fair, I think Zinch of all the gods have been a little bit neglected, to be honest.
I don't know. I think Slanesh is probably up there.
Well, Slanesh had quite a few nice new models recently.
They haven't ever had a book, though, have they?
Oh, are you talking about like the Chaos Legion?
Yeah, that kind of end of it. Yeah, sorry.
Right, sorry, I was talking more demons.
Oh, just
yeah,
straight up demons. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, that's probably a fair comment.
Yeah, no, well, both are valid, aren't they? Emperor's Children does it. I think we'll be getting a codex. Don't know when. I think World Eaters will be getting one before Emperor's Children, by the look of it. But yeah, demons as well. I think Zinch demons need a bit of love.
Hey. Sticker has joined us on Discord, so we have some. I wonder if we've got like two audiences. Some people that turn up just towards as it gets sort of 9:30ish. I wonder if we're starting the stream too early.
That might be what my my youngest is trying to tell me by not going to bed necessarily. She's like, no, don't, just a bit longer.
Ooh, come on now. As I was just about to say, yeah, I was just thanking people for doing the for using our link to buy stuff from Goblin, because there has been some more stuff come through that I can see. So thank you for that. Do appreciate it. It's going into our funding pot.
Yeah, exactly. We're just talking before the stream, weren't we, about our next event as well. We're trying to think of what we can do at the moment with social distancing and stuff. We don't want to put anyone at risk.
So it kind of scuppered our team event a little
bit. Event as well. So yeah, we were planning on doing a doubles event. At this point, I don't think it's particularly a great idea. So we are working on things at the moment. And if you're in the southeast of the UK, when we put the event up, please come along, because we'd love to actually meet some of you guys.
Or even if you're not, if you fancy the trip down,
Yeah,
do. It's worth it. Was that enthusiastic enough? I wasn't sure. Do I need to be more?
I put a bit more. A bit more on
it. Yeah, because just so you're oh, really?
Sorry, Tom, what's that?
No, I was just letting Steaker's comment through, because we're getting a lot of blocks tonight. It's like something's got turned on. As in to stop it from certain words coming through, and some of them aren't even that bad. I think arse is apparently a really bad word, because that's got blocked twice, and I've been monitoring. I can't remember what I was going to say now. What were we talking about?
Coming down for an event.
Oh yeah, events and coming down. Yeah, I was just saying. Coming down, and also just say with regards to our events, we're not typically a very competitive. Well, I mean, we do have winners at our events, but it's not for necessarily who's had the most points and the best game.
Yeah, so our events tend to be more narrative driven and faction focused, rather than necessarily who the top player is. It's what side you particularly play for. Like you play for Chaos, Imperial, Xeno, if you guys made, if someone went to the effort of traveling across the country to come to our event, it'd be amazing, to be honest. We'd definitely make the most of it, wouldn't it?
And they're only single days as well, so it's not at the moment anyway.
Yeah, and it's a nice part of the country. Come down.
It's good beer. Good ale. Ooh, some more stuff in Discord popping off. Let's go have a quick look. Have we had another? It's just a chat this time. Oh, okay. Right. Getting this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to crack through these and then. Just want to get that on there. It's time to come together these now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just these shields, man.
At some point when you're painting that, you look at it and you're like, oh geez, this looks not that great.
Well, I'll tell you what. Yeah. Before we, obviously, it's because we're ending in a bit. I'm going to take a picture of these now, so you can see what I've been doing throughout the stream. So I've actually done a fair bit, to be honest. I need to get my display thing out. Just taking some pictures here.
At some point, I've got to face the 40 Necron warriors that I've got to make.
I wonder if you've been sitting on them, haven't you?
Got everything else done in the first box, and now I'm starting with the second box. I'm like, yeah, I've still got to do them at some point.
Let's pop these into Discord anyway. There we go. Just because the webcam camera is not brilliant. Hopefully that should pop through in a second.
Has anyone made the Necron? Well, obviously some people have made the Necron warriors. Are they quite easy to put together? And have you armed them before we depart for this evening?
Oh. Okay. Let's see here. Aha.
Oh.
Yeah, that's better. There we go. Let's sort that out. Ooh.
Gauls Reapers, nice. I quite like the idea of Gauls Reapers.
And Sticker's got some work in progress. Land Raider there. Nice, nice, nice. Everyone likes a good Land Raider. I can't remember the last time I actually used my Land Raiders, to be fair. I probably should. That's what I should do. That's what I'm going to do, Dom. Before the new codex comes, I'm going to do like a tour of old units. So we had the Dreadnoughts. I'm going to bring the Land Raiders out next time, and the Spartan.
And the drop pods.
Oh god, I could get the drop pods out. That could be interesting.
I think drop pods will have some sort of role. I don't know what the points are for a drop pod. Just spitballing here, but you know, just go for like line breaker. Drop them down.
Just drop them all over the place.
Yeah, I mean the thing is when drop pods come, I'm like, oh, I don't want to waste my firepower on a drop pod.
You say that though, but if I put 6 down,
yeah, I haven't got a choice. Yeah.
That's because that'll be my entire army.
Drop pods.
Yeah.
Drop pod army.
Maybe they should make Land Raiders dedicated transports again.
Yeah. Maybe they should make them dedicated transports for Terminators. Like back in the day with the old codexes, they did have a particular dedicated transport for your
each type
unit.
of unit, yeah.
Yeah, like Orc Knobs did have a battle wagon, or
cool.
whatever. Yeah, I think that might be a good idea.
I do feel like dedicated transports aren't quite as used nowadays, are they? Really? Don't see many.
I think they should. I don't know. I reckon there will be like that.
Oh no, I think they will be. I think right now I'm not too sure how they. They're saying that a lot of games I do see do have like rhinos and things in them, so they are obviously getting used. We shall see. Right. I think I'm going to have to call it there.
Yes. Well, thank you everyone for watching tonight and taking part. It's been a pleasure as always, and we will see you soon.
Yeah. So take care, everyone. This is Lactose.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.